My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our bets, we give you our picks, and we give you our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And this video is brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. It is the world's first play to earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out now at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. Next up, at UFC 272, we have Kevin Holland dropping down to 170 pounds for the first time in the UFC against Alex Oliveira. Kevin Holland, 21-7 overall, 2-2-1 in his last five, and he's coming off that no contest headbutt to Kyle Dawkins. Alex Oliveira, 22-11 overall, 2-3 in his last five, currently on a 3-fight losing skid. Kevin Holland is an accurate and powerful striker who has miserable takedown defense, but he is a solid grappler if it gets to the ground. Other than the wrestling, Kevin Holland's a killer. He's a sniper on his feet. He's got great accuracy, great range. He can grapple really well and be a problem for people on the ground. The issue is his takedowns are just absolute trash. His offense and defensive takedowns are not very good. He had a fast rise to the top with knockout wins over Joaquin Buckley and Jacare Souza, but quickly hit a losing skid and was exposed when he was matched up against some guys that had some wrestling. Alex Oliveira is incredibly athletic with good boxing, great kicks, solid submissions, and good takedown defense. He's the complete package, but his willingness to get out there and have fun has been his downfall in some of these fights. He'll strike when he should grapple. He'll get into a brawl when he should play it safe. But he's dangerous everywhere. Alex Oliveira is probably the better fighter here. He's more technical. He has more experience. He has more ways to win. But he does get sucked into wars, and you could always count on him to do what he needs. And you can't always count on him to do what he needs to do to get the win. I am looking forward to this fight, though. I've been pretty hard on Kevin Holland in the past. I'm a wrestler. I've wrestled my whole life. So when I see somebody with that level of ability and just can't defend a takedown, it is the most frustrating thing in the world. But he does seem to be taking things seriously and turning a corner. He just competed in a grappling-only match in December. He spent time with some really good wrestlers over the last few months, and he's dropping a full weight class. If you take that level of dedication, all those hopefully new tools that he's acquired, and you add that to his power, his accuracy, and his grappling when he gets to the ground, you know, you got a complete package here. So this is going to be a big test for Kevin. I do think he passes that test. I think Alex's leg kicks will be dangerous, but so will Kevin's hands. Alex has only gotten 2 takedowns in his last 5 fights. I am expecting this to stay in his feet, and if it does, I think Kevin Holland will finally get to show people what he can do. But if Kevin gets smoked here, then, you know, he was just a fast rising prospect that never really lived up to the hype. But I do think Kevin Holland wins this fight. Again, another fight with some wide odds, though. Alex Oliveira, he's got experience for days, and he's good everywhere. But Kevin Holland should win. You're a giant Kevin Holland fan.
I do love Kevin Holland, and his takedown defense looked good against Kyle Dawkins in that last fight. He cleaned it up that quick. I don't know if Kyle Dawkins got a takedown. We just saw Kyle Dawkins how dominant his grappling is in his last fight. Doesn't have the best takedowns, but he has effective takedowns, and Kevin Holland was able to defend those. I think this is shows how much the UFC likes Kevin Holland. You mentioned the odds are a little bit wide. They're actually ballooned all the way there. They're minus 320 now. I actually put Kevin Holland. I wish I would have got those earlier odds in a parlay, a main card parlay. The next two you'll hear about. But I think this fight is tailor-made for Kevin Holland. He doesn't really have to worry about the wrestling from Cowboy. He can kind of play his game. He can kind of trash talk. Alex is going to do the wild stuff that he wants to do, and Kevin's going to be able to pick him apart from distance, especially at the 170. He should have always fought at 170. He's such a lean 185. I think he's going to not dominate the entire weight class, but I think he's going to rattle off 3-4 in a row and really be in the title conversation. I think he's got that much ability in this weight class. So I think that you're going to see a lot of wild stuff. You're going to see some trash talk. You might see a moment where Alex lands a spinning back fist or something wild or something like that, but this fight was made to show off Kevin Holland in a pay-per-view moment in his new weight class to show what he can do. They like him. They like what he brings. He's a trash talker, but he's honestly an awesome dude. He's a really great dude, and his trash talk is more like just fun stuff, not like Conor like degrading families and stuff like that. So I think the UFC really likes Kevin Holland. I think they made this matchup for him to show off his talents, and I think he does exactly that. I put him in a parlay, and I think he should dominate this matchup.
Yeah, I think, and maybe I'm giving Alex Oliveira too much credit, because if you go back to our previous breakdowns of Alex Oliveira, I always give him a ton of credit, and he's just not living up to it recently. But he's a talented guy, but he is starting to age out, and this is a perfect fight to see how good Kevin Holland is or is not. We will finally find out. Is he as good as everybody was hoping he would be, or, did he just have a couple of really good fights? So we'll find out. No way I spend that $9,100 though on DraftKings. What do you think?
I could see him finishing Cowboy. I could see him finishing Cowboy. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. So. We'll see how it plays out, but I think that's decent value. A lot of
no way I'm spending $9,100. Definitely not happening. I do like more and more on Monkey Knife Fight.
You hate Kevin Holland, though. You're more biased than me on Kevin Holland. You hate Kevin Holland.
There's just too many unknowns. His
that
first
guy
fight
sucks.
At this weight.
That guy sucks.
I just said he was going to win. Anyway, not spending $9,100. I do think. I mean, we are saying more and more on everything with Monkey Knife Fight.
I know. But I think that's why I looked at this again. I think it's a more and more.
I think it's a more and more as well. Maybe I literally will just do $10 on every single fight, do more and more, and see how I end up. Maybe that's a fun experiment that we'll do. $10, 14 fights, $140.
Well, then Chris is going to find some way to ban that.
You're allowed to do it, obviously, and the lines move.
If everyone does it and they get killed this week,
but then all it takes is a few knockouts, and that's it. You're screwed. Anyway. Check out Monkey Knife Fight, weonpicks.com/MKF. And if you want 50 free bucks, we're doing a giveaway to every single person that goes to weonpicks.com/bets and signs up and makes a deposit with any one of our betting partners. After they do, fill out the form on the webpage, let me know, and I will pay you 50 free bucks, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it.